Hi, Emily. I'm providing you feedback for your debate speech. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you, Emily, I wasn't able to see your MAP, which is the map of the speech. So that was missing. So you remember that there was 5 points for that one, and that would have helped me to kind of really get into see the pointers and then delve into your whole speech. Okay, that's something that you may want to think about if you intend to make any corrections. You don't have to, but just for you to think about that. All right, now in terms of legalization of euthanasia, I read your whole speech. So I feel that the speech is solid in terms of content, in terms of connection with the audience. I like the way you have used imaginative hypothetical situation to create a connection with the audience. And then you have nicely spelled it out that today I will discuss that we should legalize euthanasia. And then you have provided your points to kind of show why your argument stands. Now, the only things that I would like to talk about is just from the outset, I think these are you got to make your sentences a little bit more shorter, simpler for you to remember. Certain things, let's say this one is fine. This first and foremost, euthanasia, what euthanasia means, and this is fine. But when you are moving on to, let's say, research from Journal of Pain and Symptom Management shows, so have a topic sentence here. What is it that you're trying to do in short? So, and in like simple words, what you can do is to introduce a new point, you can introduce it in the form of a rhetorical question. That will be much more engaging. That will create a purpose for the audience to hear your speech and kind of clarify. The reason I'm saying this is there's a lot of research, which, and rightly so, you need to have a lot of research for this kind of topic, and I don't want this audience to get lost with all the wordy details, okay? So you're going to make it much more easier, palatable for the audience to understand your speech. So in order to do that, you just have to create rhetorical questions, some transitions that I'm looking for, easy transitions, simplify the sentences as much as possible, all right? So here, like, you know what are you trying to do in this paragraph, right? You know what you're trying to do. You introduce this paragraph through a rhetorical question. It's going to be much, much easier for your audience to kind of hear you and understand your point. Remember, this is a very content-intensive topic. They need to understand what you're talking about, because there are lots of nuances where you will be going back and forth between what is ethical, what is not ethical, and you keep doing that in your speech, and rightly so, you need to do it. Okay, so again, when you're talking about studies indicate that jurisdictions where euthanasia is illegal, such as Netherlands, and have rigorous safeguards that prevent misuse and ensure informed consent. How do you introduce this topic instead of this whole big sentence? You can which you can follow up later on. But let's say, so what countries have can anybody name some countries that have actually actually legalized euthanasia and actually have gained a lot from that, right? Then you say, you know what, studies indicate that jurisdictions. So this is what I'm looking for. Okay, some rhetorical questions, some catchy hooks for the audience to kind of catch onto you and understand what you're talking about. You got to do that in every paragraph. I would say that introduce that in every paragraph that you're doing a rhetorical question that'll clarify and understand, then make the audience understand what your purpose in that paragraph is. Okay, so again, make your sentences shorter, simpler as much as possible. I know this is going to be a little difficult to do with a topic like euthanasia, but as much as possible, make it easier for the audience to understand. And that's it. I don't have any other comments to give you. So you know that you kind of the 5 points that you've lost is for not giving me an MAP of the speech. And other than that, just content level. I probably won't even say content level, but just transitions, rhetorical questions, making it easier, simpler for the audience. So that's something that you got to work on. All right. Thank you.